Hey guys, and welcome to the Hackinon's YouTube channel. In this video, we will learn the difference between a static method and class method in objects and classes. So before understanding the difference between the static and class method, we must first understand what are classes. So basically, class is a print-like object that you can use to create a set of objects of a given type have similar properties. For example, what I've done is I've created a class student, and this student has got something called as a class variable, and the class variable is the school name, which in this case is rock. Then I've got init methods that get initialized when the object is created, and when the object is created I'm giving two properties for the object. One is the object's name, that is the student's name, and second the student's age using the self method. And then I've created a normal method that is differing from the self method, and that simply displays the details of a student. Okay, so if I run this on the output window, it's really simple. You can see the student's name as well as the student's age. There's nothing complicated going around away. So first we shall understand about the class method. So first thing what I'm going to do is I'll just define a normal function. So I'll say def, and first thing is I want to create a class method that can get the school's name. Okay, so what I'll say is get underscore school name. And now instead of using the self method that is referring to the object, I'm going to use something called as a CLS, that is the class method, which refers to the method created by the class. And now I'm simply going to print CLS dot school. So basically we're going to refer the class's name, that is the class's variable school, using the CLS method. And if I try to run this, so let me change this s1 dot display, get school name, get underscore school name. And if I run this, as you can see on the screen, it's visible rocks because the school name in this case is rocks. Now let's try to make some changes in this. So let's say this class student was from the school rocks, but tomorrow this program is created for some other school, which in case may be ANS. Okay, so let me not change it statically, let me change it dynamically in the program. So what I'll do is I'll create another function called as set underscore school name. So I'll just set a name for the school, and this will again take CLS and name. And what I'm going to do is as simple as that. I'm going to call the class method dot school is equal to name. Okay, so basically from this name variable we are going to update the class's school name. Okay, and also it's important to add the decorators called as class method, class dot method, whenever you're creating any type of classes calls. This means like the program will understand, okay fine, this will be ran and fired when we are decorating it using a class method. If you do not know what is decorators, just you can check it out online. You will have a firm understanding of what are decorators. They're simply used to perform certain tasks on a given function. So when we call this decorator called as class method, we are telling the Python programming language that this method is the class's method, not the object's method. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a school name and change it to ANS. From rocks I'm going to change the school name to ANS. And now if I try to print s1 dot get school name and run this, as you can see it's no more rocks, the school name is changed to ANS, and we did that using the class method that we created. So now that we know what is a class method, let's try to understand what is a static method. So basically a static method is simply used when we are not going to make use of any possible variables from the class as well as the init, that is the initialization methods. It could just be used for something really absurd. Maybe we want to find some random data of a class and we do not want it to interfere with any object methods, calls, etc. That is the time we will make use of a static variable, which in this case, let's try to understand. We want to know the graduation date of any student, and the graduation date will simply be defined as the person's current age plus 10. I know that does not make any sense, but in this case, for the understanding purpose, we will define it that way. So what I'm going to say is define graduate. Inside the function parameters, I'm not going to keep any type of function call such as CLS or self. I'll only add the age that I want to give in as the input, and now I'll simply print a statement saying that graduation after age, and now I will print age plus 10. So that is the definition of my graduation. So now if I try to print that objects method, so what I'll say is s1 dot graduate. Okay, and now it's the static method that I'm calling, and obviously you can see here graduate is taking an age as an argument. So this age can be refined and obtained from here when I created the object name. So what I'm going to say is s1 dot age. It's as simple as that. And as you can see, the previous line that came from ANS is from this line, that is the get school name, and then we are using the class method, the static method, and then it prints graduation after age 29. So just a small spelling mistake, and if I rerun it, it says graduation after age 29. So basically, to summarize, class methods can be used to access or make changes inside a class variable. And second, the static method can be used just for maybe some random function which does not depend upon your class's object, but just gives some information or details about that object, which in this case, we just wanted to know when the student graduated. So we took the age as an argument, and then we obtained the graduation date. So that's it from this video, where we understood how to make use of static methods and classes methods and understood the difference between them. If you have any doubts, drop them down in the comment section, and we'll be back soon with more fun and interesting videos.